Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rachel. If you have never seen my face before, it's lovely to meet you. I am so excited that you have happened upon this video, and if you like what you see, then please feel free to subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to achieve an everyday makeup for freckled skin. So I have freckles everywhere. All over my arms, all over my shoulders, all over my face. And when I was getting into makeup, I really struggled with how to kind of let my freckles shine because I really do like them and I just didn't want to cover them up. But I was struggling finding a kind of makeup routine that would allow that without either being zero coverage or totally full coverage and concealing everything. I like to think that now I've kind of found that balance and I've been able to achieve that, hopefully. So that is what I have tried to show you guys in this video. I did this style of makeup, so as you can see my freckles are still kind of shining through, but there's a decent amount of coverage. I've got some blusher, I've got bronzer. If you would like to see how I created this look, then please stay tuned. Hello. This has taken me so long to set up. Okay, I'm sorted. I've got my trusted headband in. Lovely Disney number. Me trying to film this morning has been a genuine ordeal. I couldn't get the lighting right. The sun was just going crazy outside for genuinely about an hour. Now I can hear my dogs barking. They're outside. I don't know if they've just been in for a walk, which means they probably need a bath, which means my dad are in a bath. My brother is blasting My Chemical Romance downstairs. I'm not okay. Concerning. So yeah, hopefully the next wee while is going to be... I haven't started any makeup. Hopefully the next wee while goes okay. Pray for me. So I've zoomed you in a wee bit just so you can like see the skin a wee bit better. I have already moisturised my face. I used the CeraVe moisturiser and I put a wee bit of eye cream on because I was feeling bougie. So first I'm going to go in with some primer. So this is the ColourPop Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I'm just going to pop that all over. This is just a super hydrating primer. I have quite dry skin generally, so I like to use something always quite hydrating underneath my foundation. Okay, now I am sufficiently hydrated. I am going to go in with a foundation. I wanted to use foundation in this video because when I was young I just didn't know how to make foundation work for my skin. It was either just like full face, totally concealing all my freckles, or nothing basically. So I do think that on freckled skin, something like a tinted moisturiser, a BB cream, a CC cream, I think those all look so gorgeous. And I do use a lot of them kind of day to day, like that is probably my everyday makeup. But for this video I did want to show that you can get a nice everyday makeup, low coverage, still letting your freckles shine through with a foundation. So on that note, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation and I use the shade Golden Ivory. With my foundation I tend to just put it on bit by bit until I achieve the level of coverage that I'm looking for. So I'll start off by popping a wee bit on my hand. I don't really have a preference between brush and beauty blender. It kind of depends on the consistency of the foundation. If it's a more liquidy one then I'll probably use a brush because I feel like it just wastes product if I use a sponge. Today I have not wet my sponge and I don't want to move, so I've got a brush here and I'm just going to use that. Okay, so I've got a bit in my hand and I'm just going to start popping it in different areas of my face. This is my first time doing one of these more makeup based videos, so I am struggling with the kind of orientation of things. So if at any point I've totally covered my face with this, then I apologise. It has my foundation on kind of all over. I think it's a decent match for me. If there's anyone else that has freckles that can relate to this, I think it's really tough to get a good match when you have freckles because obviously you're supposed to match your skin tone. I'm generally quite pale, but I find that if I match my exact skin tone, then it kind of totally mutes my freckles and like drowns them out and they just look very funny. But obviously I can't match the colour of my freckles because that would just be not a match at all. So I find that sometimes I'll go for one that matches my skin tone, my kind of paler skin tone, and then if it's not really working then I'll add a little bit of a darker foundation and try kind of achieve that happy medium. By the way, I may be talking absolute rubbish. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't really know what I'm talking about. So take everything with a pinch of salt, okay? So yeah, I've just put that foundation literally all over my face. I was watching Robert Welsh recently and he was talking about how you're not meant to put foundation around your eyes because of it's kind of a different skin type to your face. But I've always done that. I don't tend to wear a lot of concealer like under my eyes or on my eyes. So yeah, it kind of works for me. So I'm happy with that amount of foundation. That was probably about one pump. As you can see, it's not super full coverage. It's probably low to medium coverage. This is definitely a buildable foundation. Like I would wear that still when I go out to places. Well, Not that I go out anywhere, but if I was going on a night out, I could probably still get away with that foundation with just like building it up. But I think that's a good amount right now. You can still see the freckles shining through, but it's done well to kind of cover redness. I've got a wee bit of redness at my nose right now, just because it's slightly dry, and I feel like it's covered that okay, so yeah, it's a good one. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a contour stick. This is the Sosu contour stick in the shade Cool. I wouldn't classify this as strict contouring because even though the shade is cool, I don't think it's very cool. It is kind of more of a bronzer to me, but I do really like that look. I like being like nice and bronzed. Recently I've been loving kind of putting on quite a lot of blusher with bronzer as well. I'm still kind of getting there with the placement, so if you're watching this video and thinking that is not how you apply blusher and bronzer, then
that's my opinion!
So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on. So that is all the spots that I apply this. I just kind of copy what other people do, but I think it works. I think the placement of the cheek part is correct. I don't really think I need nose contour, but I just do it for the fun, you know? And I normally just go in with my foundation brush to blend it out. If I had another brush the same as this, I'd probably use a separate brush for them, but currently I don't, so I'll just use this one. Lol. Okay, so that is the contour all blended out. That contour stick does blend really nicely. It's really, really easy to blend. I did speak for a wee bit when I had it on, which kind of made it set a little bit and made it a wee bit tougher, but I think it looks okay. Hopefully there's no really, really dark patches. I've not tried any other contour sticks, but I would be keen to try them, potentially an even more cool toned one. I do like using that as a kind of more of a bronzer stick, but it'd be interesting to see if I could properly contour with a cooler shade. Okay, next I'm going to go in with some bronzer just on top of that. Not too much because obviously I've already kind of bronzed my face up a wee bit with the contour stick, but just a little bit. So this is the Benefit Hula Caramel. So I'm just going to go in with this big fluffy brush. This is from Beauty Bay, and I just pop a little bit on my brush. Okay, I think this is blended out alright. It's maybe a wee bit dark. Yummy. Hope it's okay. I think I might have been a wee bit heavy-handed, but hopefully it's okay. Okay, so now that I am sufficiently bronzed, I'm going to go in with a bit of blusher. I didn't properly start wearing blusher until last year, 2020. I think I never knew how to wear it, so it didn't really look nice on me. But now that I've discovered that you can kind of shape your face with it and not just shove it right in your cheeks, I feel like I really enjoy it. I have two blushes in front of me and I'm not sure what one to use. I have the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Luminoso, which is like a really pretty kind of coral pink. And then I have the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Storm. They're very different. I wore this in my first video, which if you have not seen, go ahead and watch it. It is a get to know me video. It was my very first video. I was pretty nervous. I'm still quite nervous to be honest. But I'm just pushing through the nerves, it's fine. But I was wearing this one and I actually think it looked really pretty on camera and I think the shade is just great, so okay fine, I'll use this one. So I normally just apply it straight from my skin from this. I just kind of push it out a little bit and then let it fall back down, and then the remainder I just pop around the high points of my cheeks. So I have this little kind of angled brush that I use for my blusher. It's a Beauty Bay one and I think it's great for doing blush. And then I will just start patting that out. Ooh, that's quite a lot. Right, so that's me done one side, so I'm going to go in and do the other. It kind of looks a bit intense, but the cream blushes, they do fade over time, so even possibly by the end of this video, it'll be a wee bit less intense. And also the colour just changes so much, like that's what was initially put on and that's what I've got left with. They do kind of dissipate out, which I think is really nice. I love these so much. There's other colours of these which I definitely want. I think there's one online which is kind of orangey colour. I really, really want that. And then there's other ones that are maybe a bit more peachy. So I think I'd be keen to try them. I think you can get two for £25 sometimes. So if I'm buying another one, I'll probably end up buying two shades. Okay, I'm just going to go in and do the other side. I think I'm putting too much. Oh. I've put too much on. I feel like this is a more realistic makeup video than some on YouTube. I'm showing you all my mistakes. I'm showing you how to maybe fix them. I don't really know. I'm just gonna try to fix it by like just keep touching it. Okay, honestly, it's a bit much. If it's not to your taste, that's okay. But I think it looks okay for now and it's good enough for me, so I'm gonna move on. Okay, so the next step is highlighter. I don't tend to wear loads of highlighter every day, to be honest, but I have a few that I do like to wear. I have a few in front of me and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to pick. I kind of wanted to use this one, which is a liquid highlighter by MUA Makeup Academy, and it's called the Light Luster Liquid Highlight. It's really, really nice, but I think the kind of shade of it would be better with like an all bronze skin. I think because I've went a bit ham on the blush, this might look a bit funky. So I'm going to leave this one. However, on that note of liquid highlighter, I am very excited. I've watched a lot of Rare Beauty reviews and people appear to really, really enjoy that highlighter. I think it gives quite a like light highlight, but I'm into that. I'm not really one for like masses amount of highlight, so I'm really intrigued. I'm intrigued by Rare Beauty in general. I've seen a lot of people saying that the foundation is absolutely beautiful. I think that it sounds like it would be perfect for freckles because it's quite lightweight and you can kind of build it up as you please, and I'm just really excited. I've heard the blushers are intense but still good. I don't think you've got as much wiggle room as the Glossier cloud paints, so what I just did there, I probably would have wrecked my whole makeup, but I'm still really interested to try it. I don't know when it's coming to the UK. I don't even know if there's a kind of date online yet, but I would be so keen to try everything and I'd like to film it and it would be great. But anyway, I think I'm going to go in with this highlighter palette. It is the Soph X Revolution highlighter palette and it's very nice. There's kind of three main shades that I tend to use in this palette, which is these three here. I'd say that the kind of gold one is my favourite. I'm going to go in with that today and hopefully it works okay with the blusher. So I'm just going to go in with this kind of highlight brush and just swirl it around. This is quite a nice like fluffy brush, so you can you don't need to be super careful with where you put it. I also like to use just kind of basic eyeshadow brush for my highlight, but today I felt like using that specific highlighter brush. Yeah, I think that's quite pretty. It's not overkill, it's not too much, but I think it's kind of just enough for every day. Okay, so next are eyebrows, so I'm just going to zoom in even further to give you a good look at my eyebrows. Okay, this is the most that I'm able to zoom in, so I hope this is sufficient. For eyebrows every day, I tend to use a brow gel, normally a coloured brow gel. If I've just had kind of tint or something done, then I can just get away with a clear brow gel, but it's been a while since I've had my brows done, you know, lockdown life, so they're kind of a little bit faded, so I'm going to go in with a darker brow gel. Before I apply the gel, I kind of brush out the brows so they're already in a nice shape, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. I hope you can see that, so they're just kind of nice and brushed out and fluffy. I got lamination before Christmas, so a couple months ago. It's obviously worn off now, but I think they're still a nice shape, like they're nice and thick. I'm pretty happy with them. I would like to go and get lamination done again, but again, lockdown, ruining our lives. So this is another Glossier product. This is the Boy Brow and I use the shade Brown. So with brow gel I generally start on the outside of my eye and kind of work it in, because then the majority of the product ends up on the outside and not the inside, and I kind of try like twist as I go so that I don't twist at the front and then there's just a bunch of unused product that I end up all clumpy and a mess at the front. That's me finished the first one. That was just one dip and I'm quite happy with that. I don't feel like I need to go in with any more. Okay, now I'm just going to repeat that on the other brow. Whoa. Ow. Okay, as you may have noticed, that brow was not quite as seamless. This one is quite a bit thicker and it's the better brow. It's the best gal. This one, it's just a wannabe. I can't quite achieve the same volume at the front with this one, so, but that's just the way it is. Everyone says brows are sisters, not friends, so no, they don't say that. Brows are sisters, not twins, so we're just gonna have to work with that. I'm not happy. Okay, I think I fixed this gal a little bit. She's doing okay. This one's shit. Do you know what? That's fine. If there's any kind of more sparse areas, I'll probably go in with like a pencil or I use like a brow powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. When I'm in a rush, I will miss out this step completely, but I feel like it does make a difference in kind of making them a wee bit fuller. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo. This is so old. I've had this for genuine years. I don't know where to find if something's out of date, but this is for sure out of date. I got this when I went to New York and I got it in the Sephora at Times Square, and I went to New York for my 21st birthday and I am now 25. So don't judge me. It's just this little, I'm not sure if it's an eyeshadow brush or an eyebrow brush. It's called Winging It, so I'm assuming it's for doing winged liner, but yeah. So I'm just going to go in with the lighter of the two shades and fill in any sparse areas. Okay, That might not be a massive difference, but it's just kind of filled in any wee sparse areas. I have found that since getting brow lamination, the sparse areas are a wee bit more noticeable. So yeah, that's just a wee additional step if you think that you do have those wee sparse areas. But on day to day, generally, brow gel does the trick. Also, I do understand that these are quite bushy. They might not be to everyone's taste. I've only kind of recently started using this style of brow and I do really enjoy it, but I understand it's not to everyone's taste. Please don't comment saying you hate my eyebrows. Because that would be very mean. So next I'm going to do a wee bit of eyeshadow. I find that for day to day, just a kind of wash of colour is ideal for me. I generally like to go in with just my bronzer. So today I used the Hula Caramel bronzer, so I'm just going to go in with that on my eyes. If you've got a nice bronze look, using bronzer on the eyes just kind of ties everything together. I just think it's really nice. But I also like other shades just kind of all over. I like a nice orange and I like a nice kind of muted pink. I think those are really nice. So I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. I'm not going to be super precise. I haven't primed my eyes or anything, so how it goes on is just with my foundation. So that's me just popped it all over my lid. You can be as precise as you like. As you can see, I've not been super precise. I just kind of popped it everywhere. I tried to kind of fan it out a little bit. I don't know if I've achieved that, but yeah, I think it looks okay. I sometimes go under the same shade under my eye with like obviously a smaller brush, but I'm not gonna do that today. I think it looks okay the way it is. Okay, so next time I'm gonna go in with a bit of mascara, and then that's it for the eyes. It's just super simple. So this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I think this is really good. I've been using it for a while. It's kind of the only mascara that I use religiously. Okay, that looks okay. I am not super blessed in the eyelash department. They look alright right now, but I got LVL not that long ago, so that's kind of still there. And I've been using castor oil on my eyelashes and my eyebrows, and I think it's made quite a big difference into like their thickness, so I'm going to continue doing that. Okay, so the final step is lips. Most days I probably just wear a lip liner kind of all over, and then pop on like a lip balm or like a super light coating of lipstick, so that's what I'm going to do today. I have the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in the shade Addiction 018. My lips are a wee bit dry right now. I should put on some lip balm, but I don't have any beside me, so here we are. I don't tend to overline my lips too much just because I really don't think I suit it very much, so I just kind of follow the normal shape of my lip line. I'm gonna go and grab another lipstick. I'll be back. Okay, so I've just went and picked up 2 of the Soph X Revolution lipsticks. I love these. I genuinely think they are £4 and they are just so nice. Oh no! I've got 2 of this one and I've picked up the broken one, but I think I might go in with this one anyway. So this is Cake. This is kind of like lighter pink. I actually wore that in my first video as well, so if you've not checked it out by now, go and do it. And this is Syrup, and then there's another one which is a kind of even darker one which I've got as well, and it's Fudge, and I love them both. I'm just gonna kind of lightly apply it. Every day I wouldn't wear like a ton of lipstick, and especially right now we're wearing masks, so there's not really any point, but I'm just gonna pop a wee bit on. So that is the lips done, which concludes the look. I should check for lipstick in my teeth. We're good. If you made it this far, well done. I think this looks quite nice. It's hard to tell because I'm just looking in this wee mirror, but honestly, I think it looks quite nice. I'd be happy with this as an everyday makeup. I just realised that I totally skipped over concealer and just didn't mention it at all. I generally just use concealer to like spot conceal, but my skin's okay. My skin's fine right now, so I didn't need to use it at all. Sorry for not mentioning it. I just forgot. So I'm just gonna zoom you out and do my outro. Okay, so I'm back. I have taken my hair down. Hopefully it looks okay and it doesn't look too crazy. I'd like to do another style of this video, but maybe for more kind of full glam makeup rather than everyday. So if that's something that you would be interested in, please let me know. Also, if you've got this far and you're still wondering who I am, then please feel free to check out my previous video. I did a whole get to know me, answering loads of questions, so hopefully you'd find that interesting. Again, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. You don't understand how much. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and comment down below. I would really appreciate it. If you have any ideas for future videos on my channel, let me know as well. I'm really keen to hear every idea. So lastly, please subscribe if you ever want to see my face again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Okay, I'm just taking selfies for the thumbnail and maybe I'm a liar. I'm like, I look quite nice. I do not look like this every day. So maybe this is not my everyday makeup, but it could be achievable for you every day if you put in the effort. But yeah, I think I'm a bit of a fraud if I call this my everyday makeup. Nonetheless, you can see my freckles. Until I achieve the level of courage. Brush and a boot. I do hope that's my ASOS parcel though. is my brother so loud?
My friend here, Justin.
Do these look shit? So this is the Maybelline. So this is the Maybelline La Sensational. Oh my god. Oh fuck.